This is the Sparc drive. What this is a set of axles, right? You can slow down the inside tires when you're turning. Now, when you're stopped, you can turn it like a tank, okay? Or in my case, like a Sherp, right? You can drive these wheels like that. So that's what's nice about this. In this kit right here, I'm gonna put it into the vehicle in box stock. I'm not getting into any tuning. This is right out of the box, into the vehicle. Let's go. Oh man, look at all that. The front axle. Man, now keep in mind that the Sendura SE is servo on axles. So I had to come up with a mount. Boom, right here. And this was actually designed by DSM Off-Road. And it mounts up using those 4 bolts right there. So we've got that. So steering should not be an issue for servo on axle. You can see that the axle does have provisions for 4-link. So I was happy to see that. I gotta be honest with you guys, I really want to open this thing up, but I also want to see these function and drive them first. This is what I can see right here as far as the front goes. And it doesn't look too bad, but I think we're going to give them a drive. And then once we get the drive part and all that done in another video, I'm going to open these up. This is the controller right here. And this does have the feature for vector steering. So it can tank steer and kind of vector the steering into it. But this is it. You got the battery adapter right here. I may already have a JST on this truck. I'll have to look at the ESC. But we should be good to go. I've got everything in. I haven't neatened anything up yet because I want to show you guys the setup. Now this goes to the front axle, over there goes to the rear axle, and then these right here are your wires that go to your receiver and wonderful things like that. That yellow wire is the auxiliary wire. I'll be able to show you what's going on with that, but everything is in. If you find that the vector or the tank steer is backwards, you can take that jumper out right there and it will reverse all of that. Okay, watch this. Now watch this. You can see there's a little bit of a difference there, right? It's mild and it helps you in your turn. It's not crazy abrupt or any of that. It's nice, mild, and pretty darn smooth. It does state not to use this on things like, asphalt or carpet. Well, we're rock crawling, so we're going to use this on some high traction areas, right? So what I'm going to do though is I think I'm going to make this kind of like an ultimate sleeper. And the reason why I'm saying that, put some 4.19 tires on this thing. That'd be take the leverage off the axles, take leverage off all that, plus you'd have a really, really nice steering assist. And as long as nobody's watching, you can kind of do a little bit of something with it, right? As long as your spotter's watching somebody else, you can kind of position that thing a little bit. Let's get this thing outside. Like I said, like I told you guys, it's not abrupt, it's not crazy, it's not out of control, and it's mild enough. It's mild enough that you can use it, especially like that right there. That was using some of that torque vectoring stuff, right? Making the crawl up to here. As you turn it, you can see here. Hear that little hum? That's the torque vectoring, adjusting the wheel speed proportionally to how far you turn. Now, it's not a violent adjustment. It's just enough to make a difference. And it's been a while since I've driven this car, this truck. So, yeah, I think a nice set of 4.19s on this would allow these axles and all to work beautifully without risk of breaking. I mean, they did say don't use on really high traction surfaces. So, oh wow. If you look really closely, you can see the outside tire moving faster. That's nice. I don't know why, but I do like this particular section. I think because it's such a challenge with the front bumper on this particular vehicle. Working pretty good. I know they typically show this with the Element Ecto. Well, I've got an Ecto, but it is so highly modified that I honestly, all right, there's a little bit of torque on that thing, that I just don't want to really mess with my Ecto. So I figured let's have a little bit of sleeper action right here. Going through the bush. Now, I don't know that having the vectored steering at tire speed makes a difference here on this type of terrain. I don't know that it really does, but on trail and more like flat obstacles, I would have to say absolutely yes. Oh, that was a slipper. That is a nasty spot, isn't it, right there? Good gracious. Woo! Now, that might actually be a thing there. By pushing like that, this tire being down, that tire being, well, that tire being slower, that tire being faster, may actually make the difference there. Oh! All right. Now, on a side hill, to see how this thing works here. Well, that worked pretty good. Ooh, almost got that gate. Wonder if the vectoring would make a difference on obstacles over here like the Crack of Doom. Is there something where the torque vectoring would help on Crack of Doom? This isn't a Crack of Doom truck, by the way. As in, not even a little bit. But, is it possible? I kind of wonder, in situations like that, I think I'm seeing a little bit of that vectoring work here in the outside of the turn tires, kind of working their thing and working a little bit better. But this truck does not have the balance required to really get this obstacle. One more crawl with this. I really think these will shine really good on trails when you're cruising around and you just kind of want to get a line that wasn't really doable before, but maybe a little bit of vectoring might be able to get it. I mean, I'm seeing the tires vectoring a little bit. I wonder here. I was trying to pivot it off of this. Doesn't want to do it. Ah, there we go. Wow, that was a good vector turn. Of course, you know I had to do this, right? That turn is amazing. Just had to. Now these, oh, I forgot. These are a prototype version of these axles. Like a nylon print. Nice. So in box stock form, it's mild and it gets the job done, okay? It's not so crazy that you're like, oh my God, what just happened? Like if you're driving a tank like I've done sometimes, or the Sherps, for example, you hit that turn and the thing jumps. You're like, not this. Super smooth, and you've got actual steering, so this is a whole new way to crawl. This thing is phenomenal. I can't wait to turn it up, because that's in the next video. Guys, check that description. I'll link them up down below. Use those links, hit that subscribe, ring that bell, and you guys have a great day. If you're still watching, you are top shelf. You are the cream of the crop, the pick of the litter. You are phenomenal. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. It means a lot to me. Now, down below, there are links for the products you see, also for channel memberships. If you guys want to be a part, channel members get early viewing on pretty much everything that I can. So, guys, check that description. There's a lot of info down there. Thank you all for watching.